I lost my virginity and was pregnant within the same month. So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nessa Destra. For those of you guys who are new, welcome to my channel. So a few days ago, I went on my Instagram story saying, what's one question you've always wanted to ask a pregnant woman? And so I opened up, a conversation for people to feel free to ask me all kinds of questions. I've always been curious to know about pregnant women outside of being pregnant. But now that I'm pregnant, I get to answer some of you guys' questions. And I'm excited to answer them, but I'm actually very nervous because some of these questions are very personal. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. Also, if you're pregnant, like this video. If you are subscribed to me, like this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know some of the questions that you guys may still have till this day about pregnant women. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you guys to be a part of this humble family of mine. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, I'm not gonna say who asked me these questions because I did say that it would be anonymous. And also, I'm not gonna try to drag this video too long. I just wanna get right to the point and give you guys what you guys are looking for. So, the first question is, did you personally feel more emotional and how hungry are you? I feel like everybody's pregnancy. Okay, so I just wanna give a quick disclaimer before I even do start answering these questions. All these things are experiences that I've personally felt during my pregnancy. Just because I'm going through these things and just because I've gone through these things doesn't mean that you will experience any of these things. Because a lot of people said that I would experience half the things that they've experienced and I have experienced none of them. My pregnancy, compared to a lot of women that I know, is excellent. Like, it's great. I couldn't have asked for a better pregnancy, especially in my circumstance. But at the same time, there are cons to this pregnancy, and you may or may not experience what I've experienced. So I just want to put it out there. So the thing about pregnancy for me, I feel like before I was always an emotional person, but I was never like, I can hide my emotions. Like, I can cry in my corner or just suck it in and just like not cry at all. But ever since I got pregnant, I've been so much more emotional on a different level. Like, my hormones don't let me be. My hormones are so mean. They don't, like, you can say the smallest thing to me and I'll just be emotional. I remember weeks ago I was walking around my neighborhood and I came back and then randomly I just started crying. It was hot, I was sticky, I was tired, my feet were swollen, and so I started crying up a storm. But there are many times where I just get emotional for no reason and I can't explain it. All I can think of is my hormones, because there's no reason why I should be crying. But yeah. And then when I'm happy, I'm really, really happy. When I'm laughing hard. When I'm mad, I'm really mad. When I'm sad, I'm really sad. So I just feel like, I just feel everything on an extreme level. So yeah, I personally feel very emotional. And how hungry are you? Girl, I don't even want to say, no, I'm always hungry. Yeah. I'm always hungry all the time. And even when I'm not hungry, I still feel like eating something. Like, I feel like snacking and eating is just like an activity for me that I love to do. Like, even after I've eaten and I feel full, so full that I need to throw up, I still want food in my mouth. Like, okay, this is the perfect explanation. Pregnancy has made me greedy. There you go. Next question is, how bad was the morning sickness? So I think it was my pregnancy tag video where I did mention that I didn't really suffer from morning sickness. I mostly had queasiness, like light queasiness, if I didn't enjoy what I was eating or the aftertaste, or if I was too full or if I didn't eat enough. So I would always keep snacking in between and I'd feel perfectly fine. I know that some women just have like morning sickness out of nothing, but for me I would only feel sick for a specific reason. How many times a day do you pee on yourself? My girl, I pee when I sneeze, I pee when I cough too loud, I pee when I laugh. If I wake up in the morning and brush my teeth before I get a chance to pee, I will pee on myself. And it's not like, I mean, there's been certain instances where like my pee has gone too far at a point I just started peeing myself. But most of the time it's just like sprinkles of pee. But yes, I pee myself every single day. Other questions. So, do you ever eat because the baby's hungry but you're not? I'm dead. I have no way of telling the baby's hungry. I just know when I'm hungry and I just eat whenever I'm hungry, okay? Did your boobs grow back too big again? And do you regret getting a reduction early? My boobs did grow back, but not to its regular size. Like, I feel like it's nowhere near as big as it was before my breast reduction. I had a breast reduction because they gave me neck pain, back pain, and it was, you know, it was just so like painful physically, mentally, emotionally, in all types of ways, but specifically physically. And I feel like my boobs right now aren't even affecting me like whatsoever. I can fit into a normal bra. I'm not struggling to find a bra because I had like side boob, top boob, under boob, in between boob, like I had boob everywhere. And I feel like even in my breast reduction video, I didn't realize how big my boobs were. I said I was a 34 triple D before, but that was just what I could fit in that wouldn't be too big on the straps, because you guys know, like, there was also a big contrast between my boobs and my actual size. I was technically a 30 around the waist, and then my boobs were like still spilling from a 34 triple D, and that was the only bra size that I could wear that would somewhat fit me to a point where it would be comfortable enough to wear. There are people who told me, oh, don't you think that your breast reduction was a waste of time because now your boobs are back to normal? And no, it's not back to normal. It's nowhere near back to normal. And then the other question says, do you regret getting a reduction early? No, I do not regret it whatsoever, because having that breast reduction was one of the best decisions of my life. And I had it in 2016, and from 2016 to 2020 have been the best years of my life when it comes to my body. I could wear all the clothes that I want. I can just get a bra off the rack. I can get a bathing suit off the rack. I can get a bathing suit online and just click on medium or large. I would never, ever, ever regret it. And I also say that because if I had my boobs and then was pregnant on top of that, I feel like my boobs would be bigger than my belly, okay? But no, I do not regret it. It was one of the best decisions of my life. If I had to do it again, I would do it twice over. You are so beautiful and glowing. How are you doing that? Honestly, the Lord, okay? A lot of people say that I was glowing, so that's one thing that I'm really happy about. And I do feel like my face has definitely cleared up ever since I got pregnant, which is I'm so thankful for, because for the last year and a half I've suffered from hormonal acne, which was like horrible for me, and I've had scars and all kinds of like my face was just horrible. And so for me to be pregnant and be glowing at the same time and have clear skin is like such a blessing. And also I would usually give credit to the prenatal vitamins, but honestly I'm starting to think that it's not, because there are so many women who break out so bad, like their face completely changes, they break out, they have discoloration, and they're still taking prenatal vitamins. I don't want to give prenatal vitamins all of the credit, because I feel like it is like maybe just a me thing, but every woman's different, and it doesn't mean that my next pregnancy I won't look like Shrek, okay? Would you associate your belly with a bra at the end of a long day? Ever wanting to just take it off? Girl, yes. I hate the fact that this is my answer, but yes. Sometimes I feel like just like taking it off, putting on my nightstand, and you know, going to bed, because sometimes it can be very uncomfortable, but nonetheless, I'm grateful to have it. Next question is, do you feel more spiritually aware? So I wouldn't say that I feel more spiritually aware, because I'm a Christian and I've always been like connected to God, but I feel like because I'm growing a human and I have like I'm gonna start having more responsibilities on my head. I'm not just gonna be taking care of myself, but taking care of a child and that child's future. It's like now I have no choice but to rely on God. And I feel like it's only natural, especially because, you know, with the journey that I've been on, especially in the beginning, which I still have yet to give you guys that story, but I've been through such a rough journey that I feel like God gave me no choice but to trust in Him now, because I'm such a control freak and I'm always trying to take control over things in my life, and I feel like God is really giving me no choice but to trust Him. So I guess I'm more in sync with Him now, and I'm learning new things about God, I'm learning new things about myself, I'm learning new things about my faith. So yes, I am more spiritually aware. Who's the lucky guy? If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys will see who the lucky guy is. But this lucky guy is Isaac. I've done a video with him before. I feel like the person who asked me this on Instagram like does not follow me or has not checked. I don't know, I feel like the first thing that you would do is check on somebody's Instagram to see who the guy is. But yeah, the lucky guy is Isaac. What odd cravings do you have? I don't know, like I feel like I don't really have like weird odd cravings. I think I just am greedy being pregnant. Like, I remember once I had a cinnamon raisin bagel toasted with cream cheese, and I also had cranberry juice, and I also had a sour mango at the same time, and that was like my breakfast, and it didn't make any sense, but that's what I wanted. Not because of the mixture together, but it's just what I wanted. So I don't know if that's a pregnancy, I don't know if that's a craving or not. Did you have wild cravings? And what was your go-to pregnancy craving? That's also the last question that I answered, so yeah. I wouldn't say I had wild cravings. I mean, I feel like for most of my pregnancy, I wanted a burger, so it's not really wild. Like, I want a burger now. Did you ever get upset about the weight gain? No, I'm not upset about the weight. I'm actually hoping to keep some of the weight. My goal is to go back to 145. Right now, I'm currently 170, which I actually don't look like it, but I really think it's just water weight and obviously the belly and burgers. But other than that, I'm not upset about the weight gain. I think it's normal because I do think I was a little bit too skinny for my height, but yeah. Do you now understand what it's like to be a fat man? Honestly, this is gonna sound rude, but I do. I think maybe worse, because at least a fat man is not growing a human. Where do babies come from? Well, babies come from, so when a man, so clearly this video is going to be rated R. Y'all a little nasty, you know where babies come from. How's your sex drive, and are you still having sex? So, I'm just gonna be honest, I have no sex drive. I've lost it. And also, I don't want people to think that I still think it's okay to have sex before marriage. I don't think it's okay. Like, as a Christian, I still believe that sex is reserved for marriage, and I still wish that that would have happened for me. Although I am having a child, and because I'm still not married and I still believe in sex being reserved for marriage, I guess you can answer that for yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that because I feel like that one needs to be answered in detail. And I want to give you guys a little insight on my whole journey. Well, not my whole journey, but my journey in general on sex before marriage, you know, being pregnant, out of wedlock, and so on and so forth. But do stay tuned for that video. Has your sex drive increased? Answer that in the last question, no. It hasn't increased. It, in fact, it's decreased. This is like, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of, like, you know, little juice, little insight on my personal life. I lost my virginity and was pregnant within the same month. So, you know, the part where people start to feel pleasure, I wouldn't say that I went through that, so I don't know. My sex drive has gone down. So yeah, it's completely natural for some people. Some people, it's increased, some people decrease, but for me, I wouldn't say that I have a sex drive. I don't know. How do you look so beautiful and you're growing a human? Thank you. You guys are actually so sweet. Thank you so much. Would you associate your belly with a bra at the end of a long day? Ever wanting to just take it off? Girl, yes. I hate the fact that this is my answer, but yes. Sometimes I feel like just like taking it off, putting it on my nightstand, and, you know, going to bed. Sometimes it can be very uncomfortable, but nonetheless, I'm grateful to have it. Are your dreams more vivid? Yes. My dreams are like movies. Like, it feels so real that I feel like it's not a dream. Is it hard to get up off the couches? Yes. I feel like if I'm laying down on the couch, I can't just get up. I have to roll on the floor. Like, I have to roll off the couch on the floor and then get up. And I don't care. As embarrassing as it is, that's my reality. And yeah. You think your baby will get my son that from the car? That one's an inside joke. Is there something you can't stand smelling? I can't stand smelling raw onions, and that's the only thing that I can't stand smell. Well, avocados as well, but I've always hated avocados, so I can't stand that smell, period. Onions, I used to love raw onions in my burger, and now I cannot stand the smell of onions. Like, it has to be mixed in with something or hidden in something, but like the smell of raw onions, pregnancy just made me hate it. And I can't stand smelling the smell of people's mouths. Like this, like, it's gone way better because now I can tolerate it more, but before, in the beginning, I couldn't stand smelling like the inside of people's mouth. And your breath doesn't even have to stink. It's just the smell of mouth. That would disgust me, but now it's okay. How has pregnancy impacted your mental health overall? You are beaming, so beautiful. Thank you so much. But pregnancy has impacted my health, my mental health in a way. I think my hormones has just taken over my emotions, and it's made me think, I think it's made me more of a worried person. There's one advice that my cousin gave me years ago, and she said that you don't know worry until you have children. And I feel like I feel the weight of that statement. I feel like worry has invaded my heart, and I always have to work at it constantly. Pregnancy has made me aware of so many things. Just people in my life. It's made me question certain friendships, certain relationships I have with people. It's made me question certain decisions I have to make or have made. And there are different moments in my pregnancy where I did feel like I was, having mental breakdowns. So I guess, yes, it did affect me. But I don't think that it's out of the norm for pregnancy. I think it's just a pregnancy thing. There are times where I just break out crying for no reason, or sometimes there are reasons, and I think the pressure of bringing a child into this world, especially in my situation, has made me more, I guess it's made me a little crazy, but it's also a good thing because it's made me more aware, and it's made me stronger and more responsible. I would say it impacted me negatively for a positive outcome. My mental health, I would say right now I'm very happy. I'm just excited, and I don't have anything in my mind that's I'm not depressed right now, and there's nothing in my mind that's like, heavy on my heart. I feel completely free, and I'm just ready to receive my baby. So yeah. My camera died, so I had to charge it a little bit. So it has a little bit of juice, but I have enough time to answer a few more questions before this thing dies on me again. But also, I just ate an ice cream sandwich, and this brings me back to the question where they asked me what my pregnancy cravings were. Like in the beginning of my trimester, towards the mid, I wanted heavy, greasy, salty food, and now I just want sweets all the time. I was never one to drink pop, like I don't even like pop like that, but the last few days, I don't know. Your girl's been wilding on pop, but yeah, now I always want sweets. How does it feel when baby kicks and punches? Is it painful or does it tickle? Before, it was just like a little flutter, like literally like a very small flutter, and it started progressing, and now I'm at a point where it feels like imagine a human inside of you. It literally feels like a human moving inside of you. You can only fully understand how that feels if you're pregnant yourself. So but yeah, it doesn't tickle whatsoever. I think it's more a lot of pressure sometimes. Yeah, the only time I felt actual pain was when she would kick me in my ribs. I just think it's very uncomfortable to a point where it mimics pain, but I wouldn't say it's actually painful. But then again, that's just me. Do you think you have met your child's soul? I'm not too sure how to answer that question, but I'm just gonna say no. Do you feel up to work out? Any energy? I have energy, I just don't want to work out. I never feel like working out. It doesn't cross my mind. Like, I don't think about working out. Working out is not, it's something that I wish to desire after pregnancy, because I do want to like be fit, but I don't think of working out whatsoever. Like, it's not even like that's the ghetto, okay? What did you hate during your pregnancy? I hate bending down. I hate, putting my own underwear on. I hate putting lotion on my feet. I hate anything that has to do with bending down or reaching for something, because it's very uncomfortable. I hate, getting up from a chair. I hate getting up from my bed, getting up from the couch. I hate peeing myself. Like, I cannot wait until this baby's out of me so that I can start doing regular activities without it being extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, so basically that's all the questions that you guys have asked. So this concludes the video. I hope I answered your questions. And if you do have any more, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!